Hey guys, it is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Bear with me guys, let me get my lighting right. Okay. Anyway, and as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I definitely had to come and share this with you guys. Me spending time with God. First of all, let me say thank you to all my subscribers, to all of you who support me, who show me love. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that show me love and support. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys always coming over, looking at my videos, supporting both of my channels. In the description box, you will see the link to my second channel. Over there, I'm cooking, doing DIYs, hair, makeup, nails, all kind of girly things. Grocery hauls. I do family vlogs. I do so many things on my second channel, guys. So make sure if you guys are interested in any of that, bear with me trying to fix my lighting here. Make sure you guys click on that link to my second channel and go over there and show me some love and support. Yeah, today's video, me spending time with God, and God definitely wanted me to share this part of my spiritual journey with you guys. Praying and talking to God, and God led me on a 7-day, no social media, no TV fast. Yeah, when I tell you, with me being a content creator and with 2 YouTube channels, and I post on Facebook, Instagram, y'all know YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I post on all 3 outlets. That's where I post my stuff. I am a content creator, so therefore 7 days, a whole week, no social media, no TV, just me praying, talking to God, reading my word, and spending that one-on-one time with God, allowing him to speak to me and speak through me. Because of course, even though I didn't have any social media or no TV, I still have, people that I talk to and that I minister to, I still have that, and people that minister to me, so yeah, y'all know I'm gonna be straight up and honest. One of the hardest fasts I've ever been on. I mean, it really was. And you know what? I know why God had me go on this 7-day, no social media, no TV. I know why he had me go on this fast, because I feel like God had me on this fast because I was just really caught up in, my content, things that I was doing. Of course, I'm still reading my word, still spending time with God. But I believe that God said that I was focused on the wrong thing. And even though I was spending time with God, y'all know I have my time, I spend with God, and when I do things, and even though God says, yes, I know you're spending time with me, I know you're making time for me, I know I'm number one in your life, even though all of that, in spite of, God still wants that one-on-one time with us. He still wants that time where it's just him. It's just completely him. No social media, no TV, no, just him, just God, just spending time with God, quiet time with God, praying, fasting, just God, just God, and I've never experienced that before. God has never led me on that type of fast before. So it was different. It was hard. The first couple days were very hard. I found myself picking my phone up, hovering over apps, getting ready to click on that YouTube app, getting ready to hit that Facebook, Instagram app. I'm telling you, the first 2 days was really hard. I literally had my hand sitting there. Oh, let me get my phone. Literally had my hand hovering over the app, wanting to push it, and I didn't get too close, because if you get close, it's gonna read that your hand there and it's gonna click on the app. So I was like, I can't do that. I said, I can't do it. I gotta stay faithful to this fast, what God led me on. I have to stay faithful to it. I have to stay committed to it. And I did. It was the hardest fast I've ever been on. It really was, because It showed me so much of me and myself and my ways. You know, I fully understand why God did it. I fully understood why I did it. He wanted to show me that, here it is. It's the first day and you're struggling already. Staying away from social media. You're struggling. Why are you struggling? And there were times I was reading my Bible. And then I'd be like, oh, I wonder if this happened on social media. I wonder if, and then I'd go back to my word and be like, oh God, I'm sorry. Let me get back focused on my word. And then I'd be like, I wonder what happened on social. I wonder if this happened on social. And then I get back in my word. And it was like a battle in my mind, reading my word and what's going on social media. First day, I said, God, you know what? I already see why you got me on this. I already see. I clearly see why you got me on this. I said, God, I clearly see. I clearly see why you got me on this fast. I clearly see it. And it showed me so much of myself. Even though God is first in my life, even though I make time for God and I do what I need to do with God. Oh, y'all, hold on, my battery dying. Hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Thought my battery was fully charged. But anyway, I forgot I previously recorded some other videos. Okay, anyway. So, like I was saying, like just from the first day, I realized why God led me on this fast. Just the first day, right away, the first day, God showed me why He put me on this fast. I mean, here it is. I can't even focus on my word because I'm trying to think about my numbers on social media. What's going on social media? And He was just showing me that you got to realize what's important. God said, I know I have you doing social media. I gave you permission to do social media. You kept me in it. God, you showing them that you're living for me. God said, but I need you to realize what's more important. And it was so life-changing for me. It really was. It was so life-changing for me. Each day I went, in the beginning it was very hard. Each day. But when I got around that, it wasn't until that third day where things start to get, because even on the second day I was struggling. I was struggling with it. Even on the second day I was struggling with it. The third day things got better. I became more focused. I could be reading my word and just focus on the word and God talking to me and just hearing God's voice, not focus on social media. And then that fifth day and that sixth day, each day it got better. By the sixth day, hey, I was a pro. I had it down pat. Wasn't worried about social media, wasn't worried about what was going on social media. And then around that seventh day, I began to get nervous. I began to say, okay, well, today's the last day. Tomorrow, it just felt like I was starting something new, like a new beginning to something. And then I began to say, God, am I gonna, be able to focus, when this fast is over? This change that you've made in me, will I keep this change? Will my spirit keep this change, or will I go back to my old routine? And God said to me, that's up to you. That's up to you. That's totally up to you. God said, I'm taking you on this fast. And of course, some other things, that I'm not sharing right now. Or some things I'll share, because of course God gave me plenty of words. I got plenty of words here in my notebook. Plenty of words. And I'm getting ready to do a couple videos now. But things that God want me to share, with you all. And there are things that God made for me, personally for me not to share. So God was dealing with me about a lot of things on this fast. A lot of things. But, yeah. This fast showed me so much. But, after the seventh day, that eighth day when I woke up that morning, I prayed that morning when I woke up and I said, God, everything that I've been through this last week, I said, God, be with me, God. Let that change you made in my spirit, let it remain. Let it remain, God. Please let it remain, And that's what I was saying to God. Please let the change you've made in my spirit, let it remain, And I woke up that next morning, on the eighth day, I woke up. And I remember praying, talking to God, asking God to give me strength to keep the change. And I got up and just, went about my day, got up, brushed my teeth, showered, did the normal things. And then I realized, it was around 12 or 1 o'clock, I realized that I hadn't even picked my phone up yet. And I was like, cause some, my mom had called, and I was like, I kind of was like, wow, girl, you ain't been on your phone all day. You ain't looked at your phone all day. And I mean, it wasn't all day. It was 12 o'clock afternoon, But I was like, So, got the phone with my mom, and, I just kind of, went on Facebook for a minute, checked out my numbers, went on YouTube, just, went over all the social medias, just looked over my numbers to see, what had happened in that whole week I was out. Just looked over my numbers, and then I got off. And I noticed that, throughout the days, and since then, like, I'm not on social media as much. I'm really not. I go on there to check my numbers, of course. Of course, I go on to post. But I don't find myself scrolling for hours, keeping it real. I don't find myself doing that, because God said there's other things that I should be doing besides scrolling on social medias for an hour or two. Now, I'm not one of those people. I've never been one of those people that can be sitting there scrolling for hours. Now, I'll scroll for an hour, maybe an hour or two, keeping it honest. But I don't have that kind of time in my life where I'm sitting and scrolling for hours. I ain't got that kind of time. I don't. Y'all know what I'm dealing with, my health issues. I have my girls, I have my daughters that need me. I got my word I got to be in so that I can give a word to myself, so God can speak to me, and I can speak to, give y'all what God gave me. So I don't have time to be sitting on social media 3, 4, 5 hours. That I never had time for. But in the 2 hours that I am on social media, just scrolling, God say, why not be on for 30 minutes or an hour and move on? Don't dedicate so much time to that. So I cut my social media time back. That's another thing God was talking to me about. Just cutting back that time, And we find ourselves getting so caught up scrolling for hours. I've heard some people say on social media they scroll for hours. Like, yeah, no. I ain't got that kind of time. Boo-boo. I ain't got that kind of time. But, I did not get a chance to get to my notes just talking about this. But that's fine, because everything in my notes is pretty much what I said anyway. But yeah, guys, that was a really hard fast. God talked to me about so many things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys here on my platform. Things that God was talking to me about. Subjects that God wanted me to talk about. Things, some things that I have been going through. And things that God spoke to me about, So I am going to be sharing those. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, to check out, the things that, God put in my spirit to share. So, all right, guys. This is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for watching.